So amazing to be here at Catalina Island. This is my first time actually being here. So got here, got some good food, some good drinks, now going ziplining for the first time as well. That was amazing, so much fun. We did 5 passes total with 5 different zip lines. I think for here specifically, I felt that 2 and 4 were the best actually. Now it's time to finally check into our hotel because we woke up super early this morning, maybe around like 4 a.m. Then got on the boat, then got here, brought our bags to the hotel, kind of bounced on the island and whatnot, did zip lining. So now our hotel room's finally ready, so we can go check into the hotel and get ready for the night. honest, there actually wasn't too much going on last night, just because at least at the time of this video, the whole COVID-19 thing is happening. So a lot of the bars and a lot of like basically the nightlife stuff to check out was pretty much either closed or had all these rules and regulations. So basically we had a pretty chill night, just grabbed a drink and made it very low key. But now it's time for the second day of Catalina Island. So before you go kayaking, find your beach. Cheers. Just got done kayaking. That was super beautiful. So we only have about like an hour left on the island. So we're gonna go get some pizza and Antonio's, have a good drink, and then get ready to head out. Now that was my first time going to Catalina Island, and it was incredible. Now, one thing I have to say right off the bat that I didn't see on any tourism websites or reviews of Catalina Island or anything is the bees. There was one review I saw, and the title of the review was, "Do you like bees?" Like, really like bees? I don't know what it was about the island. I'm not sure if it's something with the wildlife or whatever the case is, but I've never seen that many bees, and especially that many aggressive bees. They were everywhere, and I don't know if you can really see them through the footage because obviously they're like small and they're like flying around, and I tried to avoid them when filming, but even just sitting down having like a normal meal, they were everywhere. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's one thing I do have to say is that if you are allergic to bees, I cannot suggest enough, make sure you're safe. Make sure you have your EpiPen or basically whatever precautions you have to take. That is one thing I have not seen on any website or tourism website or traveling vlog or blog or whatever. The bees were outrageous. But besides that, it was an unbelievable experience. As you saw from the footage, the interesting thing is I remember when getting there being like, wow, like this literally feels like I'm in like a completely different country. It almost felt like I was in some like remote part of Italy or something along those lines. And what's cool about it is that we left from Long Beach, California to head to Catalina Island. We took a ferry there, and it was only about an hour trip. So basically you get to Long Beach, you jump on the ferry, it takes an hour to get there, and then boom, you're completely in what feels like a completely different country in a completely different area. I mean, I guess technically you are, but it just feels like you're not in California in the slightest bit. And the ferry cost, at least at the time of this video, was $75 round trip. And I remember thinking that if you, let's say, want to go to a really beautiful tropical place somewhere else in the world, it might not be a bad idea, especially budget-wise, that instead of doing that, just go to Long Beach, jump on the ferry, spend $75 for a round trip ticket, and then boom, you're instantly in an area and in a place that feels like a complete remote part of the world. Now, one thing I will say is that when I got to the island, it's a pretty big island, but the main area is something called Avalon. That's where all this footage that you saw was actually coming from, is Avalon. That's kind of like the main hub, the main spot of all the tourism. All the things from like the zip lining to the obstacle course adventure stuff they have, to the restaurants, the bars, the nightlife. And I put that in quotation marks because at least at the time of this video, COVID-19 was happening. A lot of things were on a very, very low energy level scale. But even still, I talked to people saying like, look, there's not really a lot of nightlife in terms of the island, as more of just like some nice bars can pop in, there's some live music. There's a very small population that actually lives there permanently. I remember my ziplining instructor said that there was basically one main K through 12 school. So obviously it's a very small population, and that's why there's not really a lot of intense nightlife. But there is a lot of like really cool little things to kind of check out, especially like I said from the footage. Basically that main boardwalk, there's two main sections I find. You have like the beach club kind of more in the back, and that's where they have like the zip lining, kind of the adventuristic stuff, the kayaking that we did and whatnot. And then you have basically the main area of Avalon, and that one has more restaurants, bars, more cool places to check out. So overall, it was an incredible experience. Honestly, I think it's something that, especially being here in California, it really feels like such like a cool hidden gem of California that everybody has to check out. Minus the bees. The bees were the only part that was a little annoying. Actually got very annoying. I'd say near the end, I was like, okay, I'm done with bees. I don't really want to see bees anymore. But besides that, Catalina Island was incredible.